What a lineup. Heat number 1 of the semi-finals. The ICM and Slaney Foods. You just put me off. What was I saying? ICM and Slaney Foods sponsored World Shearing Open semi-final. We're going to see some fluff flying now, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we going to see some shearing as well, Norm?
I think we will.
Michael Stevens out the back, please. Michael Stevens, you want it out the back.
Referee to stand 6, referee to stand 4, please. You commentators, if you just wouldn't mind keeping your mind on the job, please. Your mind on the job.
Which job?
Oh, you're hard work, you guys. It's lucky I'm here keeping you in line.
Yeah, you're missing with the last 2 hours. We managed.
Take that. Scotland, Australia, Ireland, New Zealand, Wales and England.
Fair enough. Norm would be good enough to be a final itself, this semi-final here.
Yeah, both the semi-finals, same die, eh?
Yep,
Good shearers. Any of them could be the final.
Especially if a current world champion in stand number 1, a boy has won it twice in stand number 2, and any of the rest of these boys could win it up here. Big Rollins, no impressed with that one. He's just popping it down the porthole. That him down to 9 sheep now. That'll help you, Kiwis.
Oh, well, can't win one way, there's always another way.
So we nearly ready to rock and roll. You got him buried down there in stand number 6. He's just checking his sheep there. The English boy.
Looks like most of them are on the board. England, Wales, New Zealand, Ireland, Australia, just waiting for Gavin. Just having a quick check. He's backing onto the board. This man will come out swinging on stand number 1. He wants the right one to start with. Shannon Warnest, 2-time champion. He's on the door. Tom Kennedy's on the door. Roland Smith's on the door. Richard Jones is on the door. Adam Berry is on the door. Final instructions to his penman. Let's get this one going, Gav. Out on the board, mate. Let's go. Doors shut. We right, ref? Green light time. Keepers ready. Competitors set. Go. Away we go with heat number 1, the semi-final number 1. We got another 6 top shearers coming up. If these guys want to be through into the top 6 of this event, they've got to give it all they've got right now. One more stop from here, and that's the final. Gavin Much, 14 seconds. He's up the neck. He snaps it open around the back of the head. Tom Kennedy's there. Shannon Warner's there. Roland Smith, Richard Jones, Adam Berry, all up around the neck. But Gavin Mush, he's the first into the long blow. Tom Kennedy's there as well. Roland Smith, Richard Jones, these boys are fair flying. 30 seconds around down over the last front shoulder. Gavin Much from Scotland, the current world champion, punches his way into the flank, right out onto the leg, and a wee bit of a kick. Cost him a second. Tom Kennedy, Roland Smith, but in goes Gavin Mush, Pete. 46 seconds on the clock.
Come on, Tom Kennedy, the Irish boy. Tom Kennedy from Ireland. He is number 2 on the board. Sharon Warren is there from Australia. He goes in for number 2. But it's all about Gavin Much, the current world champion, ladies and gentlemen. Rolly Smith, where is Rolly? He fires away the belly wall there. He turns, breaks over the undermine there. Young Richard Jones. What a fantastic shearer he is. Up the neck goes Alan Berry, the English boy. But it's Gavin Much, ladies and gentlemen. He's on long blow time. He turns for home. Down the last side of the way he goes. Shannon Warren is there. Watch Gavin Mudge on stand number 1. Pumping those blows. The current world champion, ladies and gentlemen. Out the flank of the way he goes. What about Tom Kennedy? Gavin Mudge, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute 29 gone. Tom Kennedy, the Irish boy, win. He's flying on stand number 3 win. Win.
Oh, tremendous shearing. Out he comes. Roland Smith stretching his shoulders as down the last side he comes. In he goes with Adam Berry. Richard Jones. Another pink sheep goes down the portal from the Welshman. Shannon Wallace. Tom Kennedy's in for another one. In goes the big fella from Scotland. But already up around the neck. Around that first shoulder. Less than 2 minutes and he's well into his third sheep. Down under the long blows he goes. Up goes Adam Berry. Up steps Rolly Smith. Come on, Rich, you're right there with him mid. Up the neck goes the Welshman. Tom Kennedy up the undermine. Shannon Wallace is up the neck, but already the current world champion on stand one turns to come down last side of sheep number 3. Tidying that brisket up as out the flank he goes. Around that leg and out the hind leg and ready to get in for sheep number 4. Come on, lads, it's hard work up there. Adam Berry, his chasing hard on stand 6. The Englishman has had a little peeler. And down the portals he goes. He's catching up with Gavin Much. Richard Jones and Roland Smith blow for blow as down the last side they go. In goes Smith for another one. Richard Jones right there. Shannon Wallace is coming back. He's starting to get a bit fast up there now, Di.
But look at Gavin Much, ladies and gentlemen. He's already up the neck and sheep number 4 on the board. And we're not even hit the 3 minutes yet. But Adam Berry, the man from England, up the neck comes Adam. Up undermine comes Richard Jones. But Roland Smith is rolling him back in here. He's pulling up. But look at Gavin Mudge up here in stand number 1. He's not the current world champion for nothing. As he turns the corner for home. Down the last side comes Gavin. He's absolutely flying there, but look at big Adam Berry. He's pushing back. But look at Roland Smith. The Kiwi's coming right back at Gavin. Roland Smith is rolling in Mudgee up here in stand number 1. In goes Gavin. In goes Roland Smith. He's absolutely flying there. But don't forget Shannon Wallace and Tom Kennedy stands 2 and 3 to go. But look at the wee Welsh Wizards in stand number 5. Richard Doan. In goes Adam Berry there. Norm.
Adam Berry, sheep 5 out on the board now. The big fella from England on stand number 6. Punches down into the belly. He'll flick it out to the wall handler. Richard Jones, the Welshman on stand 5. New Zealander up the neck and around into the base of the ear. But it's still Gavin Much. But is Roland Smith making a move now? He's halfway through the field. He's coming at him. In goes Tom Kennedy. He's built like an Irish racing sardine, but don't let that fill you. There's just enough room in that chest cavity for one great big heart. This man's got a motor. Down the belly he drops. Gavin Much down on the last side under the leg. Punches his way down into the flank, right out onto the back toe. The Scotsman goes another couple of shots, but here comes Roland Smith.
Yeah, roly-poly. In goes Gavin Mudge with number 6 on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon Warness there. He's on number 5. And what about Tom Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen? Out comes Richard Jones. Out comes Adam Berry. Out comes roly-poly there. He's flying. But watch Gavin Mudge. Roland Smith is right back at him now. Up the neck goes Gavin Mudge. Who's going to be next to step up that neck? It's going to be Roland Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Up the neck goes Roly Smith. He's about 2 blows behind Gavin Mudge. Where is Tom Kennedy, the Irish boy? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Berry, round the back of the head, and away he goes there, win.
Oh, it's tremendous stuff as the Scotsman turns to come down the last side. Rolly Smith turning to come. Richard Jones has got a good sheep. He turns to come down the last side. He's right there with him. Adam Berry turning to come down the last side. But Gavin Much is it here? Oh, he's got a regular. That gives Rolly a chance to get out in front. It's Roland Smith, but his sheep tip. Is it going to be the Corwin Cockerel from Wales? He's the first man in as he goes in for sheep number 8. In goes Rolly Smith. Out comes Gavin Much with another one. Adam Berry's going to be in for an... Oh, it's furious out here, Die.
But look at this wee Welshman. Richard Jones is pushing hard at Gavin Mudge. In goes the Kiwi. Out comes Adam Berry. But look at this wee Welsh wizard. Richard Jones, come on, you Welsh boys. Shout him on there. The youngster up there. He's the baby face up here. But Gavin Mudge says, I'm going down this first side. If you want to beat me, you'll need to catch me. Gavin Mudge down on the long blows. Big Roland's pushing right at him there. So is Richard Jones. In goes Shan Warnes. Sheep number 7 on the board for him. Adam Berry round the first corner he goes. But Gavin Mudge has already turned the corner. Down the last side. Come on. Shout Gavin Mudge home, ladies and gentlemen. He's absolutely feeling there. Maybe Richard Jones is pushing right up. So is Roland Smith. He's rolling in Mudgee. But Gavin's already popped her down the portal. Sheep number 8 out in the board for him, Norm.
Sheep 8 it is. Roland Smith right in there with him. So is Richard Jones, the Welshman. So is Adam Berry, the Englishman. All these boys are in touch. But Gavin Much, you can guarantee the same as everyone else. He's got a couple of good ones left in the pen. He storms up the backbone. Roland Smith Slides a couple of big shots up the backbone as well and throws a couple of big uppercuts under the chin. Snaps the neck wall open and he's around into the first front shoulder. Gavin Much, though, from Scotland. He's still hanging on to the lead by the slimmest of margins. Long blow time for Gavin Much. Long blow time for Roland Smith too. He punches his way through to the air. He's going to turn for home. Gavin Much is turning for home. Nothing between these two men now. Last front shoulder. Is Roland Smith going to get... Look out for Richard Jones. Down into the flank they come. It's the Kiwi boy. Peter, another couple of shots. Is he going to go in first? Roland Smith.
Yeah, in goes
Gavin Much.
In goes Gavin Much, absolutely flying there. Out comes Rowley. What about Garrett Jones, the young boy up there from Wales? Come on, cheer him on. In goes Adam Berry. Adam Berry is flying, turning to break up in the undermine. It's Gavin Much, ladies and gentlemen. They're blow for blow with Rowley Smith. Out comes Richard Jones with sheep number 9 on the board. Adam Berry. What about Tom Kennedy? Come on, cheer on that Irish boy. Shannon Warren is there. On the last side he comes, but Gavin Much drops down into the long blow. As in Rowley Smith, they're blow for blow. Richard Jones up that undermine and he goes. Who's going to be first to make the turns? On stands number 1 and 4 win.
Oh, their blow for blow is Rowley Smith and Gavin Much as they turn for home. One left in the pen. Under the front leg they come. It looks as though it's the big Kiwi that's got a blow ahead of Gavin Much this time. Down the last side they come. Who's going to get the drop and into this final sheep? It's Rowley Smith, ladies and gentlemen. In he goes. In goes Gavin Much. Adam Berry is right there with him. Come on, Adam. He's breathing a bit hard up there on stand 6. In he goes. Richard Jones down the last side of 9. One left in the pen for Rich. Rowley Smith has got a nice big open fleece sheep there. And up the undermine, the backbone, he steps up the neck. Gavin Much chasing hard down.
It's the Kiwi lead in the pack at the moment. He drops round that first shoulder. He's got an absolute peeler. But Gavin Much has got a wee cracker there as well. But Rowley steps over. Another blow and he'll turn the corner. Down the last side comes Roland Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Shout on this Kiwi up here. He's absolutely feeling it. Wee Richard Jones. Adam Berry's pushing hard. He's absolutely flying there, but it's going to be Roland Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
New Zealand.
Going in the goes, ladies and gentlemen. He's absolutely flying there. But it's going to be Gavin Much. Is it going to be an Englishman? The Scotsman in England. In goes Shannon Warren. But who's going to be next? And here goes Adam Berry down there to stand 6 now. Here goes Gavin Much, Norm.
Oh, Adam Berry, very, very strong finish from the Englishman on stand number 6. 8 minutes 55 was the time for Roland Smith. Tom Kennedy from Ireland hops into the pit. Richard Jones, red button time for the red-shirted Welshman. Up the neck, the two-time champion Shannon Warnest. Round the back of the head he goes on sheep number 10, Tom Kennedy. Flicks the belly out on 10, into the hind leg he goes. He's the hometown hero. Come on, you Irish people, get behind your man. Tom Kennedy steps up the neck. He's chasing hard. He's worked hard all the way through. He's put his heart and soul into this for his country. Shannon Warnest cleans off the leg. Right down the flank on the last side. He drives out onto the back leg. Petey's had a good shear. This Aussie, you can guarantee his quality's going to be good. Red button for Shannon Warnest.
Yeah, come on. I want you to bring the house down for Tom Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. We can't hear you up here. Tom Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic shear this man had. What a fantastic fourth semi-final.
Unbelievable. And the best thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we've still got another heat to come. Just the same as that one, no doubt. We've got some machine shearing champions in this one.